You know, for the real pros in South Korea's construction and legal fields, the ones with decades of experience, there's a new qualification that's becoming the absolute pinnacle of a career. It's incredibly specialized, super exclusive, and courts are desperate for them. So what is this thing, and who really has what it takes to join this elite group? Just imagine this for a second. A massive, multi-million-dollar project grinds to a dead stop because of a fight over defects. So, everything lands in court, and the judge needs an expert opinion. But here's the problem. When both sides bring in their own experts, who is the court supposed to believe? Getting that call wrong can literally cost millions and completely destroy reputations. The truth is, the old way of doing things just isn't cutting it anymore. Courts are now actively hunting for a totally new breed of professional, someone who can bridge that massive gap between the messy, complex reality of a construction site and the rigid, precise procedures of a courtroom. To really get why this new role is so essential, we first have to talk about the crisis that's brewing in the industry. It's really a perfect storm of disputes, and it's shining a huge spotlight on where traditional expertise just falls short.
So what are the core issues? Well, for starters, the courts are just drowning in defect lawsuits and projects that are way over budget and behind schedule. You have technical experts who are, brilliant in their field, but without any standardized legal training, their testimony can be all over the place. And on top of all that, new tech like BIM, that's Building Information Modeling, is everywhere on job sites, but the legal rules for evaluating it are totally stuck in the past.
So, out of this whole mess, a new solution is finally emerging. The rise of the Construction Appraiser. This role was literally designed from the ground up to be that critical bridge between the technical world of construction and the procedural world of the law. Okay, so what exactly is a construction appraiser, or jeonseo gamjungsa, as it's known in Korean? Well, it's an officially registered private qualification. But here's the key. It's for a professional who has proven deep expertise in two separate fields, construction tech and legal procedures. Their entire job is to give impartial, authoritative opinions that a judge can actually trust. And listen, this isn't just some vague idea. This is a fully formalized profession with a rock-solid foundation. You're looking at the two new guidebooks here, the Practical Guidelines and the Technology Casebook. And these are the backbone of the entire qualification. They've created a brand new, unified standard for the whole industry. This quote from the editing chairman Shin Hyun-ki just nails it. He points out that the standards for this stuff had been sitting there unchanged for a decade. So this whole initiative wasn't just a simple update, it was a total overhaul, something that was absolutely necessary to catch up with modern technology and build a real system for the courts and the industry to finally work together. Now, as you can probably guess, becoming this kind of expert is not easy. Not at all. The path to getting certified is designed to be tough, to make sure that only the most qualified, most experienced professionals can earn this title. It's basically a four-stage gauntlet. First, you have to meet these incredibly strict eligibility rules. If you even make that cut, you then have to complete an advanced education course. And after all that, you're hit with a two-part exam, a multiple-choice test on the basics, and then a really demanding essay exam that's all about practical, real-world skills. And let's be crystal clear about who can even apply for this. This is not for rookies. We are talking about licensed architects or professional engineers who already have at least 3 years of experience after they got their license. Or, if you're a lawyer or another kind of professional, you need a minimum of 10 years of dedicated experience in construction. The bar is set sky high right from the beginning. So, let's say you get through that whole grueling process. What does it actually mean to be a certified appraiser? Well, this is where we get to the real value and the incredible exclusivity of this new professional standard. Just think about this number for a second. About 150. That's roughly the total number of people who have earned this certification in the entire country over a 5-year period. That number alone, that scarcity, tells you everything you need to know about how valuable this is and how high the demand is.
So here's where the rubber meets the road, the difference in a courtroom. A traditional expert, look, they have deep technical knowledge, no doubt about it, but without that formal legal training, their testimony can be inconsistent. A certified construction appraiser, on the other hand, brings both to the table. They've got the tech skills, but it's backed up by certified knowledge of the law and ethics. They don't just give an opinion. They deliver a standardized, reliable analysis. They become a trusted judicial assistant for the court.
All right, let's wrap this up by looking ahead to the future. Because for those seasoned professionals out there, getting this certification isn't just another line on your CV. It is a massive, strategic, long-term career move. And this part is absolutely key. The courts themselves are changing their language. They're not just looking for experts anymore. They are formally recruiting judicial assistants. This signals a huge shift. They are prioritizing professionals who've been formally trained and certified in both disciplines, which gives these construction appraisers a major leg up. And how about career longevity? I mean, a typical retirement age is somewhere around 60, maybe 65. But a construction appraiser's value doesn't come from physical strength. It comes from decades of wisdom and experience. This truly makes it the ultimate silver job, a prestigious role where experts can keep contributing and earning well into their 80s or even beyond.
So what this all really boils down to is this. In an industry that's facing a crisis of complexity, a new gold standard of expertise has emerged. It's exclusive, it's demanding, and it is incredibly valuable. So I guess the only question left for all the top-tier professionals watching is, are you ready to take all of your hard-won experience and turn it into the definitive voice of authority